Yeah, that was entirely my fault, thank you. This marathon was a glimmer in the eye after last ESA when we realized coming out of the event. Oh, that was my fault. Hey! Uh, our finances were kind of worse for wear. We were renting two storage units, which are now consolidated into one at a third of the previous monthly price we were paying. And we had to dig deep into the contingency fund during last ESA to make sure everything that we thought was going to happen could happen without going into specifics. And what it meant was that it left us entering the new year quite dry and having to possibly make big personal investment to guarantee the future of this year's event. Your donations have secured the finance of the event until summer and have covered the cost of the new console gaming stations that me and Edinal built over the weekend. These are going to contribute to bringing back the feel of the community meetup when we move to Fort Knox Arena this summer. I had a wee tour of the venue this weekend. It's really, really nice. And it's going to fit both the reality of being a bigger event. We're not inviting 30 people anymore, we're inviting 300. But also, the stream room will be small, will be cozy, and hopefully will feel quite like what some of the old marathons did. The extra $1,000 that we've raised above our original goal will go towards a number of consoles that are harder to find and provide for the runners. I anticipate at first that we will look towards region modded PS2s, which are a bit of a nuisance when someone needs a PAL one or needs an NTSC one, and RGB modded AV Famicoms, which an AV Famicom by itself is hard to get in good condition, and having it in RGB quality for the stream is quite important to us. If there's still money left over after that, we'll further look at a stock of NESs, N64s, and Genesis consoles, so that when a runner of any of the old classic SD consoles comes in, we just give them their console and we give them the cable, and the setup times will be far reduced for that. I want to thank the modding team this weekend, led by C. Benny, who, as always, has behind the scenes provided so many tools, so much help. He's been an absolute star. I can't thank all the mods individually, but chat on the whole has been fantastic. I want to thank the hosts, Beatrim, Charlie, John UK89, Zoton, Rekel, Maxi, AMVX, Zephyr, Edinol, I guess, has done a little bit. For keeping to the schedule, and as far as I can tell, we've run with very few technical problems which couldn't be pinned down to the PC or the internet connection that we were streaming from. I'd like to thank again John UK89 and Rekel, who did all the organisation work in the run up to the marathon of accepting run submissions, of doing the cuts and publishing the schedule. As I said previously, we've run pretty much to time, which I feel is important because when we publish a schedule is our promise to the audience of when the game's going to be played. And finally, I would like to thank you, chat. Hi, chat. Well, I won't move the webcam, you know what chat looks like. For your support and for your donations over the weekend. Without an audience, our event is nothing. We could just do a meetup instead and save ourselves a whole load of hassle. So on that, I'd like to just leave off, and we will see you at ESA at the end of July. Cheerio.